So I've been making lots of granny squares because I am selling some bags right now, and I was like, why not make a video showing you guys how to make a granny square? So you're gonna need your crochet hook, your yarn, and also the little needle to weave your ends in at the end of each round, and then some scissors to clip the yarn after you're ready to transition to a new color, if you choose. So we're going to start out with our first yarn, which is going to be this bright green color. I'm really in love with it because it's just, I don't know, it's like really bright and like typical bright green. I don't know, it's pretty. It really makes everything look nice. And I feel like it goes with a lot of the colors that I'm using for the bags, and you can see some of the other granny square examples in the background. But first, you want to start out by making a slip knot. So you're going to take your two fingers and wrap the yarn around your fingers, making an X. This X is important. So you need to make that X. So you're just going to wrap around your fingers twice, make that X, and then you're going to take your crochet hook and you're going to go under that first uh, piece of yarn and then grab the second piece and pull it through. And that is how you're going to start your granny square with a slip knot. So as you can see, you have your slip knot, you insert your crochet hook, and this is how I wrap my yarn around my fingers to get the right tension, and then I hold the slip knot with my thumb and my middle finger. So we're going to chain 6, and so that's one chain, and I'm just going to do 5 more. So you're going to chain 6 all together. Here I'm using cotton yarn, so that's the type of yarn that I'm using, just in case you are wondering. And so after we chain our 6, that's how we're going to really start making the granny square. So here are my 6 chains, and then I'm just going to go ahead and insert my hook into the first chain. So first chain, insert your hook, and I'm going to connect the first chain and the last chain together with a slip stitch. And that is how we're going to start the granny square with a circle. So we're going to do our slip stitch here, and after we pull that through, we are ready to start the first round of double crochet. So we're going to chain 3, and that'll be our first double crochet. So chain 3, 1, 2, and 3. And then we're going to go ahead and start with our double crochet. So you're going to yarn over, insert your hook into that circle, and you're going to pull up a loop. So now you have 3 loops on your crochet hook. You're going to yarn over one more time and pull through the first 2 loops. And now you have 2 loops, yarn over again, and pull through those last 2. So let's do that again. Then we're going to yarn over, we're going to insert our hook into our circle, pull up another loop, giving us 3 loops on the crochet hook, and then we're going to yarn over, pull through the first 2, yarn over again, and pull through the last 2. So now that is our first set of stitches, and we're going to chain 2 to prepare for the next set. So chain 2, and then we're going to jump right back into our double crochet. So you're going to yarn over, insert into the same space as we did before, that circle that we created, pull up a loop. Now you have 3 loops on your crochet hook, and you're going to pull through 2, pull through another 2. So you're going to do 3 stitches here, and that is going to end our second set of stitches. There's going to be 4 sets all together. So you're going to yarn over, insert into the space, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, and pull through 2. We're at the end of your second set of stitches for the first round. So this is what it should look like. Then you're going to chain 2, and then you're going to yarn over, insert into the space, and pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, and pull through another 2. And you're just going to do another set of 3. So you have 2 more left in this set of stitches. Yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through the last 2, and 1 more stitch. This is just the tail getting a little caught up, but that's okay. So just make sure to keep that out of the way, and you can use it later on to tighten the circle if you need to. So 1 more stitch for this section. So you're going to yarn over, insert the hook, pull up a hoop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through another 2. And so that's our third set of stitches. So we're going to chain 2 and do our 4th and final set of stitches for this first round. So yarn over, insert, pull up a loop. You'll have 3. You yarn over again, pull through 2, and then you yarn over again and pull through another 2. So as I'm finishing this final stitch for this section, I'm going to go ahead and chain 2, and then connect to that first set of stitches that we made with a slip stitch. So we're going to insert into that first stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, and then pull through the 1 loop. So it will be a little tight, a little snug, a little fit, but just go ahead and pull through, and then we will do that for the next 2 stitches. The goal here is to work your way to that first big space after that first set of stitches. So 1 more slip stitch. I'm showing you guys, we're going to pull through, and now we're back at kind of like this space starting point. So this is where we're really going to start developing the square. Because right now it's still a little round. So we're going to go ahead to start our second round. We're going to chain 3. Alright, and after you chain 3, you're going to insert 2 more double crochet into that same space. So yarn over, insert into that space right here, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over and pull through the last 2 loops on your crochet hook. So do that 1 more time, and you'll have 3 stitches. So you're going to count that first chain 3 as a stitch, making this 3 stitches. And then this is where it gets fun. We're going to chain 2, and then we're going to do another set of 3 double crochet into the same space that we just worked in. So yarn over, insert your hook, pull up a loop. You'll still have your 3 loops on the crochet hook, and you're going to yarn over and pull through the first 2, yarn over, pull through the second 2, and do that twice more. So we're going to yarn over, insert our hook into the same space, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, one more time, and that is going to be our first corner of the second round. So as you can see, we created 2 sets of 3 double crochet in our second row, and we're going to continue that same pattern all around for the next 3 spaces. So like we did before, we're going to jump in to the next space, and we're going to do 3 more double crochet. So you're going to yarn over, insert your hook, pull up the loop, and then you're going to yarn over again, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. After you do those 3 double crochets, you're going to chain 2 once again, and then insert another set of 3 double crochet into the same space. So you're going to yarn over, insert into that same space, pull up a loop, yarn over once again. You have 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through another 2. And then we're just going to do 3 just like we did before. So after you're done with that second space, you're going to just do it in the third space. So yarn over, insert your hook into that third space. If this space seems like a little tighter than the other spaces, it's okay. Just kind of separate it and do it, insert your hook. So we're going to do a set of 3 double crochet, and after that set of 3, we're going to chain 2 and insert another set of 3 double crochet into the same space. So as you're working on that second set, you're just going to keep the same method using the same stitch and complete that third corner, and then you're going to move on to your fourth one. Now it's time for the fourth corner. You're going to yarn over. See, this one is like the same as all the others, but it's just a little more snug, so I just had to separate it a little bit. But if that tail gets in the way, it's okay. Insert and pull up a loop. You have 3 loops on your crochet hook, and yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through the last 2. So go ahead and knock out those 3 double crochets for that first section, and you'll be on your way to your fourth corner. I really like the granny squares. This honestly has become a new obsession. I didn't start off with doing granny squares because I was like, that looks complicated. But it has been one of my favorite things, which is so fun because I'm doing bags and creating these really colorful, bright bags with the granny square pattern, because once you get the hang of it, you're not going to want to stop doing it. That's why they're everywhere. So once you are completing the second set of double crochet for that space, we're going to be ready to close off the second round and begin the third round. So your granny square should be looking something like this. And then we're just going to slip stitch into that first stitch that we started off with to close off the second round. So insert your hook, pull up a loop, and then pull through the loop on your hook. So similar to the last end of that first round, we're going to slip stitch the next 2 stitches until we get to that first space. So we're going to insert our hook, pull up a loop, and then pull through the 1 loop on the hook. So now we're ready to jump into the third round. So we're going to chain 3, and then we're going to once again start with 2 more double crochet into the same space. So in row 3, it's going to be a little different than row 1 and 2, but you'll see when we get there. So we're going to do our double crochet. So now we have 3. We're going to chain 2 because this is a corner. And then we're going to insert another 3 double crochet into the same space. So yarn over, insert your hook, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and you should do 3 more of those in the same space, just like we did the corners on the previous row. So after you've done that, we now have an extra space in the middle. So what we're going to do is we're going to double crochet 3 into this space. So yarn over, insert your hook into that next space, and yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and do 2 more of the same double crochet in this space. After you double crochet 3 into this space, you're going to move on to your corner. So corners are the only ones that get that special like 6 double crochet in the same space. So we're going to yarn over, insert our hook into the corner space, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, and pull through another 2. And we're going to do that 3 times before we chain 2. So here I'm doing the first set of 3 double crochet. And now that I have those 3 in the corner, I'm going to go ahead and chain 2 and do another set of 3 double crochet. So yarn over, insert your hook into the same space, and then pull through 2, yarn over again, and pull through another 2 to complete each double crochet. So 1 more, we're going to yarn over, insert into the same space, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, and pull through 2. So now we're back to the middle space, and we're just going to yarn over and insert 3 double crochet into this same space, into this new space rather. So it's going to be a set of 3 double crochet in this space, and then we're going to move on to our next corner. Look at those stitches. So your granny square should be looking like this, and you're going to come to this corner, yarn over, insert your hook, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over once again, and pull through 2. Or after you do your first set of 3 double crochet in this corner, just like the others, we're going to chain 2 and then insert another set of 3 double crochet into this same space. So now we're going to yarn over, insert our hook, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and we'll have 3 more double crochet in that same space. So that's the good thing about this pattern. Once you get to this 3rd row, nothing really changes after this. As you continue to grow the square, the only thing that's going to change is the number of spaces in between each corner. But each corner you're going to insert 3 double crochet, chain 2, and then 3 more double crochet. And so we're going to do that again here for the last time on this row. So we're going to yarn over, insert our hook into the space, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over again, and pull through 2. And then we're going to do that 3 times, giving us 3 double crochet. And then after that, we're going to chain 2 and do another set of 3 double crochet. That's going to complete our last corner in the row. And then we're going to move on to the last space in the row, where we're just going to do another set of 3 double crochet. So now with that last space, we're going to yarn over, insert the hook, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over and pull through 2. And just like any other crochet project, once you get in the rhythm, you kind of going to speed up a little bit. So this is our last stitch in this row. And then we're going to slip stitch to the first stitch of the row. So insert your hook, pull up a loop and pull through. And then here we are. So the pattern that I've been doing with all of my Kaleidoscope bags that I've been selling is 3 rows for each color. So each granny square in the bag will have 5 different colors or patterns within the granny square, because I'm doing 3 rows for each color, and each granny square is 15 rows. So at the end of my 3rd row, I pull my loop through and clip the end, and we have a little tail. So this is our granny square so far. We're 3 rows in. That's the original tail from where we first started. And look at how cute it is. I love how you get to see them just grow over time, like all crochet projects, but it's just so cute. I don't know. I mean, you could even stop here if you wanted to and use it as like, I don't know, a little coaster or something. But as you continue to go and do it, you get bigger and bigger squares. So this is the size square that I'm using for the Festival Kaleidoscope bags that I'm selling on my site. And I'm loving it. Look at them. So like I said, I'm doing 3 rows of each color, coming out to 15 rows all together. And look at it. It's so cute. So that's what we're going to just. So now that we've already done 3 rows, I want to show you how I change color. But first, we're going to weave in our loose ends. So I showed you guys the needle before. We're just going to thread the needle with our yarn, and then we are going to go ahead and weave in our ends. I don't do this in any particular way. I just try to make sure that they are hidden away neatly and that it's not easy to unravel. So I like to go ahead and insert it towards what would be the inside of the purse, and then weave it through the top of the 2nd row of stitches. And I'll go as long as possible. So like I pulled through, and I'm just going to go ahead and snip that end, and there we go. Sometimes I go a little longer depending on what it is, but there we go. And so I'm just going to pull that first tail back through to the other side, And that flip side is just going to be the inside of, or the back side of the granny square. So let's go ahead and switch our yarn. We're going to go back with our slip knot, and we're going to wrap our yarn, create an X, and we're going to insert that crochet hook under that first piece of yarn, creating that X, and we're going to pull through the top part of that X. And that is how you're going to create your slip knot. And then we're just going to go ahead and insert our crochet hook from behind, wrap our yarn around our fingers to create tension, and we're going to slip stitch into a corner of the granny square. And that's it. You create, that's how you're going to switch or start a new color. And then from here, I just chain 3 and jump right back into the pattern, which is to insert 2 more double crochets, and then chain 2 and insert another 3 double crochet into the same space, continuing that corner for the rest of the granny square. So chain 2, and now we're going to just go ahead and insert another set of 3 double crochet into the same space. And after you've done that, you successfully change the color of your pattern for the next couple of rows. So like I said, I do 3 rows of the same color. But the great thing about granny squares, you can make it your own. You can change the color every row, every 2 rows, or you can do all one color and just make one big green square, purple square, blue square, whatever your heart desires. But you're just going to continue the same pattern. So I'm going to go ahead and finish these next 3 rows and come back and show you the result. So I am back with at the end of my 6th row. So the 3rd row for this like ombre, lavender, purple, pink yarn. And I just slip stitch into the first stitch and clipped the end of my yarn. And here we are. Look at how much the granny square has grown. And like I said, the great thing about these are you can stop at any time and be done. It just depends on what you're looking to create, whether it's like a small wallet or a coaster or anything that you want to make. A granny square is a great way to do that. So if you enjoyed this video, please go ahead and like and subscribe and comment if you would like more tutorials like this for beginner crocheters, because as I continue to learn, I hope to continue to teach you guys new things that I'm learning as well. So if you enjoyed this video, go ahead and hit that like button, as well as follow me on Instagram at alexisscott.studio, and keep an eye out for more content just like this. Thanks, guys.